deal with airplane peanuts.
Oh, just finished Two Bears. Sorry, Bert, we missed you. We love you. We hope you're back soon. Thanks for doing it, buddy. Hey! You got here, you checked out the new studio.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Very cool. I haven't arm wrestled anybody in like a fucking decade. If I was just competing with you and Ari, I'd be like, we'll just have some fun.
Yeah.
But with Bert, I'm like, I want you to die. You talk so much shit. I'm like, I'm going to take you to the depths of hell.
We do Sober for the Month.
Right.
Which is to Bert's benefit.
If he wasn't such a drunk, he'd probably be an amazing athlete.
Yeah. It's great to know we're the dumbest person in the audience is. Thanks. Thanks for sitting up front.
Today's Wednesday, September 28th, and we have a packed episode of the Joke World Comedy Update this week with Joe Rogan visiting Your Mom's House Studios, a new Gilly and Keeves special dropping in just 6 days, and Andrew Schulz once again breaking the internet. We're getting into all of that and more in this video, but real quick, if this is your first time watching the Joke World Comedy News, usually these come out every Monday and we're in a different studio. It looks a little more professional, but right now I'm in a hotel. We were evacuated for Hurricane Ian, so if I don't die, then this will be back to normal on Monday. So make sure you subscribe, like, and download this episode on Spotify to support the show. And if I do end up passing away in this hurricane, you can unlike, you can undownload, and you can unsubscribe. I don't really care. But for now, let's just go business as usual. I'm sorry for the delay and the lack of production, but things will be back on track Monday, hopefully. And maybe they won't be. But I don't think this looks that bad, honestly, for a hotel room.
You always shit on Connecticut.
It's the dumbest place in the country. It's not a real state. It's a highway between Boston and New York, and it's filled with people that have no hope.
Holy shit!
They have no hope.
I've never heard somebody go harder on Connecticut.
So we had Joe Rogan sitting in for Bruce Chrysler on Two Bears, One Cave this week, which is great because we have a 2-hour conversation between Joe Rogan and Tom Segura, two of my favorite comedians, two of the best comedians in the game right now. The video was uploaded on Monday and already has well over 1 million views. It's nice to see Rogan going on his friend's podcast, kind of making the rounds as a guest. He was recently on This Past Weekend. He was on Flagrant a few weeks ago. So that's cool to see Joe in a different setting. Instead of being the host, now he's the guest, a little bit more relaxed. He also arm wrestled Any, one of the YMH workers, which was a very good clip.
Oh, wait, that's crazy. Hold on, you gotta be straight.
Ready?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Ready?
Okay.
Go. Come on. Come on.
Wait.
Come on. Oh, that wasn't even a little difficult.
Wait, say that again.
It wasn't even a little difficult. I let him try for a while.
Also, the fact that this arm wrestling clip took place in this studio instead of the Two Bears studio makes me think that maybe they could have recorded back-to-back episodes, one of Two Bears, One Cave, and one of Your Mom's House. So this could be huge for Joe Rogan's career, doing Two Bears, One Cave and Your Mom's House all in the same week. It's nice that Tom Segura is putting his friends on finally and supporting smaller comedians.
Shane? This is my new boyfriend, Ryan. He's a doctor. He actually played pro hockey, too.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Gilly and Keeves' special premieres Tuesday, October 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern, and according to their website, gillyandkeeves.tv, Gilly and Keeves, The Special, is a feature-length sketch comedy special from John McKeever and Shane Gillis. This unique comedy film includes original sketch comedy, behind-the-scenes footage, outtakes, as well as live footage from Gilly and Keeves live at the TLA in Philadelphia.
Who, this loser? No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, right, idiot.
Shane! I still love you.
Wait, what?
You can pre-order tickets right now on their website, gillyandkeeves.tv. They're $10, but you get access to the special for a full year after your purchase.
Is that yours right there, bro? Latina? Okay. You gotta be careful with her. You on birth control? Maybe, maybe not. Nah, you need certified yes from them, okay? Don't fuck with that pull-out method with Latinas. You come on a Latin girl's stomach, her belly button just opens up and takes that shit in, dog. Like fucking hungry hippos in there, dog. You gotta come on her back. That's why they call them wetbacks. Now, guys.
If you didn't pay for the new Andrew Schulz special last month, you're in luck. He put it on YouTube for free this week, raking in almost 1 million views a day since he's done it. That was 3 days ago. He's at 2.5 million right now, and the special's awesome. It's so fucking funny. It's a Schulz special. It's great. But what I think is cooler than all of that, than the actual content of the comedy itself, is just the process that it's been watching Infamous come out.
You know, they want us to make some cuts, and we're like, listen, I've had enough of that. What's the point? What's the point of being independent? What's the point of doing this shit? What's the point of creating your own stuff? We're going to write the jokes. We're going to edit it. We're going to put it all out. And we have the opportunity to do it. We go in front of audiences and do this all the fucking time. We know what's funny and what isn't. We know where the fucking line is.
You know people like it. You know it works.
The fucking audience is the one that gives me the notes.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I'm on stage. If the joke's bombing, I know it's not good.
Yeah.
And if the joke is killing, I know it's good.
Right.
And we're in front of thousands of fucking people. Literally hundreds of thousands if you look over the course of the tour. Like, we know what the people can take and what they can't take. And I don't know, like, I just wanted to trust that relationship I have with them.
We all know the story of how he sold it to a streamer, then bought it back, released it on his own website, taking a big risk there, and how it paid off plentiful. He said, I think he made more than 3 times his money at one point. It's probably grown since then. And a lot of people like to bring up, yeah, that's cool, but Louis C.K. has been doing this for years. Schulz didn't invent this. Louis has been putting his special on his website behind a paywall many, many years. And that is true, but I think it's a little different what Louis does and what Schulz did for a few reasons. Number one, Schulz was never, canceled in the public eye like Louis was, so he still had all of his options. He still had all the streamers that he could have gone to. In fact, he sold it to one. Apparently, it was probably Amazon Prime, but that hasn't been confirmed. But he sold it and then bought it back to save the jokes, to save the integrity of the comedy in the special, which sends a huge message, I think, to the whole industry. One, comedians, that, hey, you're allowed to do this on your own. We don't need these other third-party streamers. And to those third-party streamers, listen, you better start letting these comedians do whatever they want, have no notes, or else they're just going to do this on their own and probably make more money than they would with you.
We just did not want to compromise material, and they just did not want to compromise.
It was like entire
businesses.
Bits. Yeah, we don't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, there was multiple bits, like multiple even lines and other bits. And like, I get that. I understand. I have empathy for people who are in that business, right? Because they're not creating the content, right? They're making sure that their business is successful, right? So like, I'm not angry necessarily that they're protecting themselves. And to be fair, like the person that sat the streamer was on my side, but everybody got a boss.
And then after all of that, releasing it on YouTube for free and getting almost 1 million views a day so far, and it's still early. I mean, that's just so badass. The production in this is so great. It's not like a YouTube special production. The production in Infamous is next level for any special. For a Dave Chappelle Netflix special, this production puts that to shame. I mean, if you've watched it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think Andrew Schulz has done it again, changed the comedy game forever. I'm sure he'll do it a few more times in his career as things evolve, as technology evolved. But this is really cool for comedy. If you look past just the great special that it was, it's exciting.
The one, the only, the infamous Andrew.
Guest spots from last week. Your Mom's House did not have a guest, so it was just Tom and Christina P. Two Bears, One Cave was Joe Rogan and Tom Segura, which we already covered. Tiger Belly was Stella Barely, and Whiskey Ginger talked to Nick Swartzen.
My buddy's brother went to Colorado. It's always about Colorado. And I think they legalized mushrooms.
They did, yeah. They decriminalized it. Yeah,
they decriminalized it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, Colorado.
Yeah.
Because then, it's just funny, like, now I'm picturing people like working at a funeral home, like, hey, we're looking for a casket for my mother, and then being like, yeah. What color? What color? I don't fucking know, man.
Mikey's painting one right now. Just huge, bro. Do you like bees or birds? I painted a lot of birds and bees on this one.
Hey, this one we already used. We're recycling it. You know what I mean? You got to recycle.
Mushroom laughing is panic laughing.
Kill Tony this week was Josh Wolf and Mike Feeney. Flagrant had on Brian Callen, and then their most recent episode was with Mr. Beast. This past weekend talked to Caleb Presley, which is honestly one of my favorite episodes of this whole week. Those two together are great. The Honeydew talked to Chappelle Lacey. Joe Rogan had on David Tull last week. Two goats going at it right there. And We Might Be Drunk had on Rick Glassman. New specials out right now. We still have Renan Hirschberg, Jokes from the Underground, out on YouTube. And then Joe Coy, Live from the LA Forum, is on Netflix. Other than that, not a lot of comedy specials coming out within the last week. I guess if you count Gilly and Keeves special coming up next week, 6 days from now, October 4th, that could be a third special to watch out for, although it's not stand-up. It is a special from a stand-up comedian. That's it for this week's Comedy News Update. We'll be back on Monday with some more comedy news if I don't die in this hurricane. But if I do end up drowning, I just want to say, figure out amongst yourselves who's going to run Joke World moving forward. And make sure you subscribe and like and download and follow us on Instagram. Do everything you can with Joke World right now. Because if I do die, you're going to want to mourn me publicly, get a lot of sympathy from the public. Oh, this YouTuber I followed, he's dead. So that's just another reason to subscribe, I guess. Okay, hopefully I'll see you Monday.